Hey guys, this is Sarah Elena, and I'm coming to you today with kind of now funny but cautionary tale about potential scams here in Costa Rica. So much fun, right? So if you're new to this channel, I help people move to Costa Rica. We have a relocation company. We help with the whole process A to Z. We do scouting trip planning. We have retreats. So you can find everything on my website, which will be in the description below. And I always offer, complimentary, one-on-one 30-minute sessions. So feel free, if you're even just considering, or you just have some questions, you can go over to my website and book a call and we can chat. So let's get into the topic of today, which is a scam that I came across. So if some of you have been following my journey, you guys know that I am building a house here in Costa Rica. Well, I'm building two, and one of them is for sale. So of course, we're trying to pre-sell the house. We've already started construction. The house will be finished in August. It's all going actually a little bit ahead of schedule. So I'm really excited. I live right near the construction too. So I go check on it pretty frequently. Very exciting stuff, right? So last week I started, actually like promoting the property for sale. And I promoted through the Facebook group, some other ways, and I made a listing on, Facebook Marketplace, things like that. And so I get contacted on my WhatsApp by someone, and, he's just asking for more information on the property. At first it's in English, and then I realized, okay, like this guy actually just speaks Spanish. He's just using Google Translate. So we switch over to Spanish. So anyways, everything seems super legit. He's asking normal questions. He says that he has some clients from, one's from Italy and the other one's one's from Italy and one's from the United States, and that he's from Panama. And he's got this Panama, country code for his phone number. So I'm just, going along with it, answering his questions, providing him with the information on the property, the different things, all good. And I told him, okay, well, Semana Santa was just last week. It's Holy Week. So I said, I'll need Tuesday to get you the rest of the information that you need, and then we will move on along. So Tuesday rolls around. He messages me. I get him the rest of the information that I needed to collect. And I thought, wow, okay. I was like, this guy's not even trying to negotiate. He's, sounds really interested in the property for his clients. This is great. And so I think, well, I guess now is an appropriate time to connect him to my lawyer. So I go ahead and do that. And, I'm still in communication with him. My lawyer's still in communication with him. And, he suggests, he proposed, okay, well, I can put 10% down to hold the property into a personal account, which like number one red flag. Like we would never have a deposit go into a personal account, and neither should you. And then, he said, okay, 50% 2 months, and then the last 40% in closing. And so I talked it over and I thought, okay, yeah, that actually sounds fine. I mean, other than the personal account detail that's fine. So we continue speaking with him, my lawyer and I, and at some point I'm starting to think, I'm like, man, this something's fishy here. Like something's definitely a little bit fishy with this guy. And as the moment that I'm starting to think that, my lawyer sends me a message and he's like, Sarah, things feel a little suspicious to me. And I was like, oh my God, me too. Like, why do you say so? And he's like, well, he's not really like giving much information on the buyers. Now he's telling me that he wants to be the buyer. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he told me it was for clients. So things seemed a little bit fishy. And also during our conversation, he had released like almost too much personal information about himself. Like this guy gave me every ID possible that he probably owns on his person, which I thought was a little strange. Like he was kind of like over identifying himself, being like, look, this is my business. I'm not going to tell you guys any personal information about him, but I will put up his, I don't even know if I want to use his photo because, okay, we'll continue with the story and then I'll decide what to do after. So he almost gives me like too much information about himself. I mean, giving me his PriceSmart card ID, like everything, his LinkedIn profile, like I said, his business, ID, like everything, his address, like proof of his home address, like all this crazy stuff. So actually I'm looking at it right now. It looks like he deleted those messages. So that's really interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah. He deleted them. It's okay. I took screenshots anyways. So yeah. See, look at that, right? So the story continues. So I thought the over identifying of information was a little strange of like, yeah, the home address, his like Price Mart Club card, yeah, all these strange things. So I was like, you know what, let me Google this person a little bit more and look into them. So I did like just some Google searching. I mean, obviously like the person's name was real, but my suspicion was, I was thinking, well, maybe it's someone else using this guy's identity. And so I go onto the website. So, you know, we're messaging, he has like a WhatsApp business profile. He's got his business website on there. And, you know, he gave me all this information about himself. I have his full name, everything. And so I go ahead and click on the website that's in his WhatsApp profile, and it pulls up to, you know, this other business. And I go under the contact and I see there's like an office phone number and also a like cell phone number. And I do notice that the phone numbers are different. So I decide, what the heck, I'm just going to WhatsApp this other person, like, or this person from this website, and see what they say. So I send this WhatsApp and I'm like, hello, like, is this so-and-so from Panama, you know, the name? And he's like, hi, yes. And I was like, are we in contact over a property for sale in Costa Rica? Do you know my phone number? And he said, no. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I think someone's using your identity. And it turns out that I am the fourth person to reach out to this guy for this exact same reason. So man, I mean, this scammer is not even good at scamming. Like, he's so highly suspicious that he didn't, you know, he didn't even reach his goal objective, which I'm not, like I said, I'm guessing the objective here was to get personal bank account details. Again, I'm not totally sure, like if he had a Costa Rican bank account number, or like what he could really do with that. But anyways, you know, we would never do that anyways. Even, you know, when I was discussing with my lawyer, when we thought this was actually a deal, we said, how about everything does need to go through the escrow company, even that first 10%, because, well, we want to protect personal bank accounts. And the escrow company will need a lot of information from this person to verify where that 10% of that money is coming from. And again, I'd never seen somebody so eager to hand over that 10%. So yeah, it's just like a public service announcement, because obviously other people in Costa Rica have been contacted by this guy who have been selling properties. And again, yeah, the deal sounds like too good to be true, which is a bummer, because I was like, of course it's too good to be true. But I guess the good news is I made I made a new friend, an actual new friend in Panama with the real guy. You know, we chatted back and forth a little bit, kind of ended up laughing about it. I was like, so like, you still interested in buying my property? You know, and, you know, we laughed about it, and he said, well, no, but thank you. But if you're ever in Panama, let me know. So yeah, so that's just kind of to let you guys know what does exist. And it's, first of all, so important to work with a good lawyer. That's why I always say, like, number one thing that you really need is a really good lawyer in Costa Rica. And just, yeah, be mindful. You know, you don't want to give out certain personal information, especially your bank account number. You know, make sure to do things through an escrow company here. That's one way that you can protect yourself and your own accounts. Because if the deal was real, then yeah, let's do it through escrow and no problem. But clearly, I don't think it ever would have gotten that far once we disagreed to do it in a personal account. So, and on the funny, so I ended up like blocking him. My lawyer ended up blocking him. He sent me an email saying that my lawyer had offended him, and because of that, he no longer wants to go through with the deal. And I said, yes, that's fine. You know, we realize that you're a con artist, basically. And I talked to the real person in Panama that you're pretending to be. But I told him that I hope he can find a more honest way to make money, because, and he said, thank you, you too. And I wished him a blessed life. He said, thank you, you too. And then he said he would invite me for lunch one day. So I made a new friend in Panama. That's the real person. And then my con artist, I guess, still doesn't hate me and wants to have lunch for some reason. So, so again, kind of a funny story. I guess, you know, it just depends on how you look at things. Again, I was definitely a bit bummed to realize that we weren't going to have an awesome, great sale like that. I mean, and it's okay. I just put the property up. But again, more just for people to know that these things exist. Scams exist. Again, I don't know like how this person was planning to do this, but obviously that would have been a lot of money if things had been done wrong, and if we didn't have a good lawyer or hadn't known to work through the correct steps in order to protect ourselves in that kind of situation. So just wanted to give you guys a fun little update of life down here in Costa Rica. So I will see you all soon. Remember, all my links are down below. Stay safe in whatever purchase or sale you're doing, whether it's a car, a property, anything. Just make sure that you do the right steps. You work with the right people to make sure that you're safe in every process, especially that involves big money. Because that's kind of when you hear people say they made a big mistake or something bad happened, is when they lost them a lot of money. And you don't want that to happen. So, because things are done differently down here. So, all right, that's it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.